That's funny. No, I don't think my service is very good. So. More big cheeseburgers there on left. So if you read the title there, my wife had our second child last Friday. 5 o'clock in the morning. I cut all week, but I haven't much felt like being on YouTube or doing. I haven't much felt like cutting. Newborn at home. I've worked, but I'm going through this area. I don't even remember where I was cutting here this week. I've been in kind of a daze. But first son, Dean Danger. Setting him up for life, I feel like, with the middle name of Danger. Can't go wrong. Danger is his middle name. If he's anything like his dad, we're probably in trouble. Probably really screwed myself on that one. Coming up on my first service in the Bear here. I got 505 hours now on the machine. Been running pretty well. Can't complain. A few little things, but the machine has. So I think I'm gonna replace my boom tip down optic cable. I think that's giving me a little fits. So it wasn't a new, it's got a new engine in it, but it's not a new machine. It's out of the reman in Finland, so it had frame hours. I checked all the connections on all the wires on the boom tip down cable. I don't see to be an issue with any loose connections. I don't know where it plugs into the module. That clip is broken, and I wonder if it's loose, like just wiggles a little bit every now and then, and that's where my issue is, but few and far between. Usually in the morning when it's warming up. But I feel like with the thermal expansion, it tightens it up if the loose clip is the culprit, which you tend to believe it is. Maybe. tip down cable isn't the worst fix. So that's where I start. I taped it in today too. I'll talk about that. Yeah, being honest, I was feeling some type of way here this week without getting, haven't seen much of the logs I've cut. Let's say that, I'm about a month behind. It's getting to the point, how many more logs do I cut before I start seeing them, but so I just left a bunch of the big trees and figured, I'll just in the pulp until I see some logs. Still haven't seen payment for any of the logs I've cut. Peter's got me at like 115,000 board feet of mulch for, so that's a good chunk. So, it's a few loads there. Just like 10 Michigan loads, more, 11 and a half. So yeah, I wasn't cutting any logs, left them, just weeded the pulpwood nice, and now I'm going back because fuck it, I'm sick of cutting little trees. Billy Bob Bull, skinny, pretty skinny looking wood. Oh. You guys don't understand how big this machine is, too. Like that. This tree, I know it looks skinny, but here, I'll do something. Just so we can understand how big this machine is. I know it seems small. Okay, let me position the camera so we can see. Okay. Okay, see that on camera? No. Alright, I'm gonna get out for a second and I'm gonna walk up next to the head. Just so you guys can get a little perspective on how big this machine is. Sorry, figured I might as well use it. But it's no worries, Billy Bob. I don't think it's tough when you're in this cab to tell how big this machine is. This is the biggest wheeled harvester Ponzi makes. It's like I'll stick the boom out. This boom is 33 feet long. So like right now that head would be from the camera, we're talking like 45 feet. That's a ways. The machine in total is like 33 feet in length, something like that. Don't quote me on the specs, and that's from tire to the back tire to the front of it. In the 60,000 pound range. So it's big. Overkill, yes. I used to have an Ergo. I love that machine, but this is a little. This is like bringing a automatic rifle to it, like a knife fight. It's better. You're gonna win. Sorry if the glare's kind of bad. Try and get in a second so I'm not looking in the sun. These trees are small, but this is like the little shit I'm opening up for to cut that bigger log tree there. Which I bet that tree is going to be 20 inches where I grab it on the butt. My arms didn't quite wrap around it, so it's over 18. Bigger than that though. 22. So I can show them better. Someone asked, I've seen it's hard, like if it's hard to get, it's hard, but you stay in a straight line. And a lot of times I'm following the last guy who thinned these patches trails. Granted, their equipment was a lot smaller. This site was done with a bunch of different old methods. It's a very large block of corporate timber. This is 575 acres. It's a bunch of different, back in the day, this would have been done by like multiple crews, you know, over a course of time versus now this is one big site. So I kind of follow their trails whenever applicable, and otherwise just cut my own, and you stay in a straight line and you're aiming towards the next tree you want to cut. Like it's not like you just go willy-nilly. Well, you kind of stay in a straight line towards your target trees, but put it that way. There, I shouldn't have dropped it on the edge of that stump, but it shouldn't. cut the length. I'm looking to merchandise these by pulling that black off there. I just increase the grade of the log. This is hard maple, northern Michigan. This is our king. Like, it's our high dollar log. It's what keeps our forestry going. This shit's hard as a rock. There, no way was I gonna get that the right length, running the head up it and trying to limb it. So I put it on the other log I had cut the right length. After eyeballing it, pull off an inch or two and boom. Just right. Sorry if my commentary gets old. That's the time. So those first three pieces were the saw logs there. Now I'm in the pulpwood. Actually, the first 10 was a chunk of veneer. Now I'm in the pulpwood. Isolate it. There we go. So in Michigan, our legal weight limit is 164,000 pounds, how they're set up. Most of the trucks run, I shouldn't even say this, the mill won't unload them over 185 at some places, so, no one runs over 185, wink wink, ever. Or is it 189? I can't even remember. I don't truck away with that. It's like a 60-ton package. Not too many dock either. Not the UP, that is. We're pretty. Look on a map, the UP is a pretty large area, and there's 300,000 people living here. Ain't nothing but trees. Very large area, 300,000 people. Winter sucks, so just stay away. Your best just not to come. Don't come here. Back when I was still running chainsaw, there was a winter. So that's all I used to do to make money was piece cut timber and run chainsaw. And here. But one of the winters early on in my career was like the winter like 13 or 14, started in 2010. It was the coldest average temperature the entire winter. Like the month of January, I don't think it got above 0. Yeah. How long have I been? That answers the question there. Like I started in 2010. My dad and uncle logged. My grandpa logged. I graduated high school in 2010, so that puts it. So after that, I didn't really know what I wanted to do with my life. Kind of fucked around, but ran chainsaw because I had to let's say, pay back some bills. Yeah. Kind of snowballed from there. Like 15 years, something like that. And then I bought my first harvester. So after I worked for my dad and uncle, I spent 8 years with Wender logging, and then they're kind of at the point where they wanted to slow down, and I was at the point where I want to speed up, and it wasn't going to work out staying with them. I had bigger ambitions, and so I left. Took the first job I could take to get me out of there, and it was a good job to run a 4-wooder. And then but it was a definite downgrade from the money I made piece cutting, so I kept looking for good sawyer work, and found an all-hand crew in the Goodman Timber in Wisconsin. Got a job there. Was with those guys for 4 years, and I had funny story there. 6 weeks into that, it's going great. Loved it. Out of nowhere, a dead tree let go out of another tree and I was working in the top, and it's like a 40-foot dead elm, waterlogged and heavy, and it hit me on the back. After it ran down my helmet, I broke 4 vertebrae. Hip swelled up like a basketball. I missed 3 weeks of work, and as soon as I could get my jeans back on, because I had bills to pay, like I went back to work. And 4 years later, I could tell my longevity wasn't doing so well. Piece cutting, and I knew the next step was to get a machine. So. Yeah. The rest is history. 3 years ago, I got my first harvester, and haven't looked back. It's wild to think. First year sucked. I wasn't very good. Yeah, I did all right. My first machine was kind of a dog. You don't know it at the time, and they get you on that first one, and I upgraded it, and then in 6 months into a much nicer Ergo that was definitely worth it. And that kind of saved timber harvesting for me, because that was, I really learned a lot in that machine and got better, because you can't get better unless the machine runs, and then you're around people who know what they're doing, and it definitely was a game changer. And then I had that for 2 years. It was a great fucking machine, a little over 2 years, and time was right. I put enough hours on it, and with the way these things depreciate, you either get out at a certain point or you don't. The interest rates weren't too bad as time, like it. So upgraded to this bear this spring. It's a hell of a fucking machine. It's funny, like that was, I left my dad and uncle in 2018 was my last year with them. You know, they're talking about retirement land. You think they're any closer to retiring? Hell no. I just talked to my dad. Oh, so I got an inch of rain last night. We ain't going out there. But they do a little different style. Like, they're mechanized. Like, they have a scorpion, a buffalo. But they harvest private timber sales, and your margins are much better when you do that, and you don't need to eat the wood like this. And I just don't like really the hassle of landowners and looking at jobs and all that. Like, I like doing a few private sales a year, but kissing it that much ass is tough for me. I have a hard time with that. So I'd rather just be left alone on a huge sale, just harvest, go to work. That's it. That's kind of what corporate logging lets me do. So, and subbing out is even better, because then I don't have to do anything but harvest timber. Show up. Fuck, my machine's dropped off for me. I'm trying to get it so the glare isn't killing the camera. Which seems to be impossible. I'm going to try this. Just because I love talking about it. I'll talk this machine. So this was a 2020 Bear. It was originally worked in Finland. They put around a little under 7,000 frame hours on it from the original company. Those Finns, they take care of their shit so well. And it went through their reman shop over there. Pretty good reman program. It comes back like pretty much a brand new machine. Factory reman. And then it had a new engine put in. It's to pass the emissions test when they get across the pond. It's the best guarantee they have that I'll pass. It's just put a new engine in. So it's a brand new Mercedes. Everything else is all right and tight and ready to go. I'll tell you what, I couldn't afford a new Bear. Those are $1 million rigs, but it's right there. And I'm the first owner since it got off the boat. It came off the boat this spring. Cleaned up and delivered. I got lucky. I was asking salesmen the right questions at the right time when I was planning on going out west this summer, and it's like, why don't you get a Bear? And I said, well, why don't I get a Bear? You have this Bear that I guess his boss, Pekka, was working on getting imported, and yeah, right timing, right place, because you don't get this lucky on new machines very often. Like it's I feel like the bigger companies get to snatch these up way too quick, and then you're left wondering, well, how the hell did he get that thing? Feel pretty fortunate. I guess it was wanted it imported because there aren't many bears stateside, and especially not many used ones that are good. And like I said, let's face it, who's going out and buying a brand new $1 million bear when a cobra, an ergo, a scorpion giant could effectively do pretty much the same thing for less? I get it, but as an owner operator, I want the metal. But now running it from experience, I do think that I will, if you put an H8 on a C5 Durgo or Cobra, I don't even know if you can with Cobra, but you're getting more done with this bear. Just straight collar. And I think you could theoretically justify spending that extra on. Just throwing that out there. I thought it was super interesting on an operator group I'm on. I'd seen somebody posted the breakdown on comparison of a new Mammoth versus their Elephant King and the tons it delivered to the landing per hour and the efficiency. And I thought it was super interesting. Like, bigger might be better. It's like the difference was 100 tons versus 68 tons. That's such a big difference. The same number of trips, like no, I think it's pretty funny though. Growing up around like my dad and uncle, they were all always pretty conservative on like equipment size and this and that. Private landowners don't want big shit. I get it. When I was working for them, they had a Beaver, 2 Beavers, a Spin Ace 135 link belt with a Tesla head on it, and now they have a Scorpion. But I thought their Beavers were pretty slick. 286 Beavers they had, those were nice rigs. If you can believe it or not, the entire time I was with them, my early 20s, I never ran their harvester at all. Not once. Go to Logging Congress next week there in Escanaba. Escanaba. I was wrong when I stated before in one of my live streams that I didn't get into that 4-wheeler contest. Send me the schedule then. I guess I'll be running 9 a.m. in the morning. Give them first time, which is cool with me. About going first. I can get there right away in the morning. I don't run four-wheeler every day, but that doesn't mean I don't run four-wheeler. Don't get that confused. Four-wheeler got a little boring to me when I was running it. I just much rather, if I'm gonna own and operate a piece of equipment, be a harvester. Even though I do have my own four-wheeler at my house. I was practicing last night. I got Ponzi whizzing at home, and I use it for some small sales as the first piece I bought. I set up a little course and was practicing stacking logs. I'm pulling them out. Tight areas. Not too shabby still, but I was stacking spruce blocks last night, and I realized, man, those dried, totally dead spruce blocks are a pain in the ass to stack. They're so light. I only had they're like 8-inch blocks, about 18-inch tall. You try to make it a little tougher than it actually would be. I get through that part slowly. I don't think the rest would be that bad. Shit, thread this head in places all day. Problem is, it's the mops. They're all good shots. In case anyone's thinking, man, this is really dumb the way you're going about this. I know. I fucking know. I should have did this the other day when I wasn't cutting the logs. I really showed them. Fucking as I'm going back. Yeah, I know. Alright. You live, you fucking learn. Normally I don't go back. I don't go in the same spot twice. Like, I make my strip. It's done when I'm done. Like, it's not. Never double back. Turn around. I get that. This is fucking dumb. Yes. Forrester gave me a handmade baby blanket. She crocheted herself, and I can't not do nice work for her. It's the sweetest thing I think a Forester will ever do, so. Like this tree's in here pretty quiet. Plug has to get around. Alright, tight. Oh, Magna. The problem is if I put it like here, where it wants to go, it's gonna be a real pain in the ass to get out of there with all the other shit in it. Get rid of this. See this. Can you guys see that? I can hit some shit. There it's go. Back at it. Ponzi guys, see that? Yeah, that you've seen the same data. That was pretty cool. I thought that was like some shit. Very significant. Like, again, justifying the extra price tag on a machine like that. There we go. Where do I sell logs to? I don't worry about where they go to. This is a Lime. Gray Lakes owns this timber. I'm contracted to harvest it. I'm paid X number of dollars to do so, and they keep the wood moving and keep it brokered. Like, that's not my concern. I cut them to the specs of the mill they want, and then that's where my job ends. Sorry, bad view. Bad view. I thought I was gonna be working over there. This fucking bear just yanked this tree across the trail, no problem. I thought about it. But they go all over the place. There's all different mills in our area. There's veneer go to Lime's veneer yard. They got go to the sawmills. All. I don't know, I could name a half a dozen if I wanted to, but I don't feel like it. You get the picture. All different uses, from flooring to pallets to cabinetry to, I don't know, some even may go to wipe your ass. It's a joke. We don't have any shit paper bills. We should. I mean, you think of one pulp product that is used and disposed of daily still, besides Amazon boxes and toilet paper. That's what we need, is we need an Amazon box and a toilet paper bill. That's about it. You'd be fucking sad. We got volume here, there's plenty of one. Something with like a maple leaf on it, like toilet paper wise. Huh? Like Great Northern Wipe or something. I'd rather grow eucalyptus in Brazil. But so like this stand you can see in front of me. I'll get a little zoomed in so you can see a little better. It's pretty far off, I know. But like that's a done stand here. I know it looks okay, it's tough to tell, but like that's a nicely thinned out stand, different levels, and this is all done as far as you can see there. It looks more open than it is. It's pretty shady in here still. It varies how much we take it down. Is honestly it varies by what type of mood I'm in, if I'm just being totally honest. But there's a bottom. I can't go below 70. But keep it thin, looking nice. I got 30 years of doing this still, so I try and leave something worth coming back to, because otherwise I'm going to be pissed at myself. Looks like there might be a log truck stuck at the landing there. Now you can fucking spin his wheels out and pay to pull them. Well, I think that's going to be it for today. I may have to pull them out because I got a call from someone else. So, you guys have a good one. Hope everyone. Thanks for the sub, but have a good one, you guys. Maybe I'll get on later. I don't know.